you want to go to the youth club later, Greg? Greg!
Holmes. He's just taken a 7% solution of cocaine. Because he's bored. Because he has nothing to work on. And I know exactly how he feels.
Meet the Bowler family. Royal Marine Paul, School Inspector Joyce, 11-year-old twins Ruth and Hilary, Catherine, 16, and 9-year-old Joe. They volunteered to go back in time to wash, dress, eat, and live every intimate detail of domestic life in the 1900 house. The suburban home of 1900 was a refuge. Outside, the city streets were rife with poverty and debauchery. The new middle classes retreated into their respectable homes, where an evening's entertainment consisted of needlework, card games, reading, and perhaps a glass of stout. For 10 weeks, the Bowler family have been holed up every evening.
Queens.
Their only amusements are those they've made themselves.
Yes.
Cheers. Cheers.
But the dull routine of existence is getting to all of them.
Oh, I think that hand's finished. I think that hand's finished, Joe.
It's not finished. No, we're not. What?
I know exactly how it feels to be stuck in a Victorian, boring, mind-numbingly boring existence. And now I know why. When Victorians did things, they threw themselves into it. They threw themselves into good works. Why they could find their hobbies so absorbing. They were craving some mental stimulation. They were looking for something that would lift them out of the ordinary.
With a fortnight of 1900 life still to go, the Bowlers are desperate to find new ways to entertain themselves.
You can't say that.
Starting with a new nightly ritual, they've saved enough from their budget to afford a newspaper.
It's Saturday, April 14th, the year 1900.
Before bed at 8 o'clock, Paul reads the day's news.
It's amazing, isn't it? Read it out.
Learn to think about the war.
6,000 miles away, British soldiers were fighting for the Empire. The Boer War began in October 1899 and raged for 2.5 years. As a warrant officer, Paul would not have gone to the front, but many of his fellow Marines would have seen action. In all, 22,000 British lives were lost, but casualties were barely mentioned in the newspapers. Instead, almost half the paper is taken up with adverts.
Kodak photography. May be mastered by anyone in a few minutes. No darkroom required for changing of films. A marvel of compactness, simplicity and efficiency. Can be had on the Times Encyclopedia Britannica system of payment by monthly instalments.
Mail order had first arrived in 1872.
Mom.
But in 1900, the introduction of hire purchase, payable weekly by doorstep collection, brought home shopping to the masses.
Delivery. What is it? What is it? It's the very latest technology.
Delivery number 1, a must for any girl aiming for the bright new world of secretarial work. The equivalent cost today, almost £400.
Do you find it a tantalising object? Because it says many young persons are now earning their own living in the offices of Empire through its services.
To the Bowlers, only 2 shillings a week over 14 months.
Oh, it's got a lovely sound. This is my new typewriter. You have to give it a good thump. It's not like computer where you just touch it. Do it again. Just wind it up a bit.
The QWERTY keyboard, still used today on computers, is awkward for the typist to learn, but was designed to stop the keys from jamming.
Give it some oomph. One at a time.
Delivery number 2, the world's first widely affordable camera.
Right, you want to take a picture of it now? Yeah. What's it actually made of, the camera? Cardboard.
This little
The Kodak box Brownie went on sale in 1900. The simplicity of operation meant it was marketed for use by children.
winding thing. The film goes in there.
Yeah.
It's a roll film.
The Brownies' easy-to-load cartridge film paved the way for the snapshot revolution.
How many you've taken then?
Yeah.
Ooh, can I have a look through and see if I can see you?
Yeah, you have to make sure I really like the straight down here.
It's amazing. That tiny little thing, you can see all that detail.
Photographs were just finding their way into newspapers and magazines. Catherine is browsing through a copy of the Girl's Own Paper from 1900.
This is the picture pull-out of the contributors to the Girl's Own Paper. Look at them. Girls' Annual has got absolutely nothing in it, nothing of interest whatsoever. It's absolutely rubbish. Tells you pointless stories. And here we have the Princess of Wales at a dairy. Phew. Excitement in her life, eh? Boring stories. There's no sex, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing.
The twins have an idea. They're going into production with their own edition of the Girl's Own Paper.
Because I sort of nicked the idea from here that we could have two girls at the top, but have us up there.
Me and Ruth are making a magazine, and it's going to have little adverts in. It's going to have just loads of articles in. I'm taking lots of photographs. We've got Mum's been in agony aunt, and at the top we've got 1900 journal and a picture of me and Hilary. And it's going to be really good. I really enjoy making it. It's just something to do, something to pass the time. Costume!
The first feature, fashion. 1900 supermodel, Catherine.
I can do faces, I can do extra faces, I can do listening, and I can do watching. 1, 2, 3.
Time to try an action shot. Not easy with a film speed of around 10 ASA, 20 times slower than film now.
Just been in the garden. I was sitting in the chair in the kitchen. I've been reading a bit, and after lunch had a cup of tea and dropped off to sleep. And I was woken by the most fantastic sound. And I walked right up to the fence and was listening. And it was just... I've forgotten how much I miss music.
To satisfy Joyce's craving for music, the bowlers are having their first evening of entertainment out of the home. A trip to the Players' old-time music hall, one of the last surviving music halls in Britain.
Seeing the people on stage at the Players made me think about their lifestyles and how appealing, how attractive it must have seemed to be in theatre as compared to ordinary life, which was extremely ordinary, I think, for most people. It is glamorous, and it must have seemed even more so in 1900, I think, to be able to, you know, just for 5 minutes get up on stage and be like a queen or something, you know, and everybody clapping, and that must have been the thing that kept them alive, really, because it would just keep that little spark of you going.
Chairman of the Players Theatre, Dominic Lefoe, is the subject of the twins' first magazine feature.
We are very fortunate because we're one of the theatres with electric light. Most of them are still lit with gas, and that makes very dangerous lighting, of course.
What sort of lighting did they have on the stage?
Has anyone ever said you love the limelight?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, limelight was a way of passing a flame through lime, which gave a very, very bright glow. It was brilliant, but they only used it for the stars. So when you got the limelight, you knew that you were really on top of the tree.
any good nights out, really, and it was just so fantastic and so eventful and so exciting that I really enjoyed myself, and it's a bit like a circus, really. We didn't feel out of place.
Everyone has enjoyed the evening, especially Catherine, who in her 20th century life is studying performing arts.
It was so fantastic and so alive, and you'd be able to do whatever you wanted. The fantastic freedom of it all. All the different sorts of women that were actually posed, they were all so done up in lovely stage makeup. Their hair was gorgeous, wearing sort of quite revealing clothing. What went through my mind was, I want to be like that, you know. If I was in 1900, I would want to be like that. That would be my aim.
Okay, so what's the first thing you do?
As a 1900 teenager, I really think that, you know, the boredom in this house, I would have thought a little bit older, and I would have been straight on the stage.
Has to be remembered that I can't sing.
Oh, that's all right.
That's quite good.
Inspired by their visit, Catherine and Joyce are taking a bold step. They're eager to try for the New Faces audition at the Players Theatre and are writing a routine. To help accompany them, they've called in musician Matthew Scott.
Big.
Okay.
Sell it.
The biggest problem is getting me on the stage. I think if somebody's got a big stick and they can just get me out there, I think I'll be all right.
Men in uniform were a prime target. At that time, 1 in 10 men were believed to be infected with syphilis. In some areas, prostitutes were said to stand in rows like hackney carriages. One of their favourite haunts was the music hall. With Catherine and Joyce intent on appearing on stage, Paul has returned to the Players Theatre to find out how this would have been received.
No respectable, in inverted commas, Victorian father would have permitted his daughter to go on the stage willingly. There must have been rebels, of course, but in general, it would have been social death. Actresses were considered almost akin to prostitutes, which was hugely unfair. But nonetheless, that was the situation. Musicals were not respectable. They were full of drunken people. They were full of people without any inhibitions for whatever reason. I mean, even drugs were readily available, of course, in chemists in those days. The only women who went to the audience were prostitutes, and the men about town were there, and together they made a very happy evening. Any woman on the stage was considered by definition immoral, not helped by Mrs. Langtry, for example, who unquestionably was. Entertaining as she probably was as well.
Lily Langtry's notoriety as an actress was enhanced by rumours of an affair with Edward VII. She was also a rebel. She refused to accept the strictness imposed on women by Victorian society and frequented men-only establishments in order to fraternise with the likes of Oscar Wilde and Prime Ministers Gladstone and Disraeli.
I don't know, as a sort of loving mamma in 1900, whether I would have approved of Catherine going on the stage. I think I probably would. Dear. And risked it.
Fair enough.
With the audition only 3 days away, it's full steam ahead with rehearsals. Catherine has written a song, and Joyce has adapted her party piece, which lampoons the social rules that made life so dull for the women of 1900.
She will ride the derby, play football, win the cricket, get the vote, get into Parliament, become Prime Minister.
The girl's own paper is coming on nicely. Just as in 1900, the fashion photos are back from the chemist.
This is great. Wow, that is so really good.
Although pictures of young women in underwear would have been considered pornographic. For a feature in the magazine, the girls visit one of London's more cultured attractions in 1900, the Victoria and Albert Museum.
And then this is the page that we've saved for your interview. I'm just going to put that in.
An interview with the head of research, Clive Wainwright, leads to a real discovery. They find rare moving pictures of Queen Victoria.
When does this date from?
1899.
And is this something people would have had in their homes?
No.
No.
They were very expensive.
Ah, right.
And the important thing about it is that it records Queen Victoria coming to the museum just 100 years ago, 17th of May, 1899.
Oh, we just missed her.
Yeah, just missed her. And it was almost the last public act. She died a couple of years later.
The images for the mutoscope were shot with an early film camera, each frame pasted up individually on card.
If you turn them at just the right speed, it looks
they
looks like
oh, it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Somebody's got a bunch of flowers.
Yeah. And there she is.
Oh, yes.
Whilst the twins are busy with their interview, Joyce finds an exhibition of Victorian photographs taken by Clementina, Lady Howardin.
She's trying to escape. Let me out. Trapped in a corpse. Oh, it's quite eerie. I think it looks like us. It looks like us at home. Definitely. Well, this looks like Catherine sat in her window. Here we have trousers, and we have ladies' legs. Ladies' legs. I want a dressing up box. I think that's what we could have done with.
For their audition, Joyce and Catherine will need new outfits, which they're hiring from a theatrical costumier.
Suffragette colours. Well, sort of. Purple, green, white. That's right. Gorgeous.
There's this one, but the dress is in the window, so I don't know if you want to have a look at it.
Oh, yes, please.
Joyce ignores the 1900 etiquette that no lady should ever be dressed in such a way that she attract public attention.
I think it's great. It's got lace, tassels, pizzazz. I'll try that one on. Off we go, quick find Susan. Today I'm going to wear stage makeup, stand on a stage, albeit a small one. And today, I don't feel very well. I'm a little bit scared. I give you Miss 2000. Ta-da, and applause. Bang, bang, bang. This is my manifesto. I think I'm scared for Mum as well, because the fact that she's never been on a stage before, it sort of makes it even more sort of tense. I don't know what to do. Keep looking at this bloody dress, it's making me feel sick. This is going to be awful, I know it. I'm going to be shockingly bad. No, come on.
At the Players, Dominic Lafoe is waiting in the stalls.
Next, please.
Do you want this?
Joyce and Catherine have only minutes to make up, something they haven't done for nearly 3 months. For if you made up in the suburbs, you were considered a tart.
Oh, I look lovely.
Until the late 19th century, actors used white lead and rice powder, guaranteed to rot skin tissue. But Ludwig Leichner's development of dermatologically tested stage makeup opened the way for the 20th century boom in cosmetics.
First choice.
Stay on the dressing room. Ladies and gentlemen, here I stand before you, a woman of the year to... Oh, God, I'm not a woman of the year to...
Ladies and gentlemen, here I stand before you, a woman of the year 1900. Womanhood personified. Everything a lady of our age could wish to be. Honest, virtuous, pure in thought, home-loving, standing as the backbone to the empire.
Standing on stage at the Players Theatre was something I never dreamt I would do in 100 years. I was probably one of those terrible people that would have to be dragged off because, like your auntie at a party that has a sherry and, you know, I think I'm turning into one of those. It was lovely. I really enjoyed it.
100 years into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the woman of the future as she stands on the threshold of the next millennium. I give to you Miss 2000! Hooray!
I think I worked very hard to create an identity for myself as a 1900 woman. It wasn't just a turning from one century into another. It was a turning point for women. So there were lots of things that women could really get the teeth into. They could suddenly become important. They could become national figures. They could become people in their own right. They could stand up. They didn't have to be, for instance, Mrs. Paul Bowler. I could be Joyce Bowler.
She will ride the derby, play football, win the cricket, get the vote, get into Parliament and become Prime Minister. Yes. What do you say, sir? Speak up. Hear, hear. Are you a man or a mouse? He's not a tall man, he's not a short man, but he's just the man for me. Not in the army, not in the navy, but the Royal Marines Artillery.
Joyce and Catherine's show was considered a little too modern for the Players' Theatre.
It's been a real privilege to do this because I've not only discovered lots about the period, about history, but about myself as well. And so I don't think it's the real me, but a side of me that I've sat on perhaps before or only allowed out now and again. I've been allowed to indulge that. So for me... Oh, I'm nearly crying. So for me, especially at the end of this, nothing will ever be the same again. And I'm going to let real Joyce out and I'm just going to be me.
Although they didn't make the footlights, home entertainment is looking up. Neighbours Ruth and Fred have found a Victorian magic lantern in their loft.
Close by her. Alice dried her eyes. I'm not at all my usual self, she thought. Perhaps I've changed into somebody else.
Being able to reinvent myself as 1900 woman, in a way, has allowed me to be more of myself. Which is really scary, because I'm not 1900 woman, so perhaps I'll have to reinvent myself as a modern person. It's going to be very difficult to do that. But I don't want to go back into my shell. No.
Can't help it, said Alice. I'm growing. Then grow somewhere else. You've no right to grow here. Off with her head! The Queen shouted. Who cares for you, said Alice. You're just nothing but a pack of cards. The whole pack rose in the air and came flying down her. Alice gave a little scream, half of fright and half of anger, and tried to beat them off. All at once she found herself lying on the grassy bank.
Back to Kent for you, my son.
Next week on the 1900 House, the Bowlers prepare to go back to the future.
Joyce and I said we're very sad to leave this house. We've created our little world here.
I'm really going to miss it here. It was something that was just amazing to do. It was so brilliant.
A Channel 4 book entitled 1900 House, priced $18.99, is available now from most bookshops or by calling the Channel 4 Books 24-hour order line on 01624 844 444. Calls are charged at the national rate. For further details of the 1900 House, visit the Channel 4 website. And it's a quick welcome back to viewers in Cambridgeshire and Northamptonshire who experienced some fluctuating sound levels earlier today. These have now been resolved.
A 16th century garden is reawakened, revealing tragedy.
Charles
winners each had a fantastic reason why we should host the World Cup, and we had to tell the International Football Federation in Zurich, Switzerland.
Hi, I'm Andrew Gettle, and I say, let the world walk the Wembley way. It would be great if all the teams from around the world would come to play in England. But I'm not the only footy fan who wants the World Cup in 2006 to be in England. Watch.
Each of our 24 winners had made their very own video for one of the 24 FIFA officials.
Football is our piece of blue sky on a grey day.
Hello, my name's Francis Eubank. Support comes from all sorts of footballers, tourists, even birds and snails think it should be in England.
Say yes to England. Dit we are l'Angleterre. Sagen je nak England.
For hundreds of years, people have enjoyed playing football. We've also got some great players like Michael Owen and Bobby Charlton.
It's a place for many colours, cultures, religions and races. Just like the World Cup, so it would be a great place for us to join together and party.
Can you feel the magic as you welcome all your teams? That's what Wembley's all about, a place of hopes and dreams.
We're nearly at Heathrow Airport, and we're not the only ones going to Zurich today, because the official England bid document is also being delivered by Sir Bobby Charlton and Michael Owen. The soccer stars weren't the only ones in demand. Our winners were now special ambassadors for the bid. The first job of the day, an official photo call.
This is so exciting. Come with me. Now over here, we have loads and loads of press people, photographers, cameramen, all sorts. And if you come over here, that is the plane that we're going to be travelling on. There's all our crew. There's our competition winners giving away. There's Michael Owen up there. Sir Bobby Charlton.
A 2006 plane, a brand new BA Boeing 777, specially chartered to deliver the bid.
And a very, very special welcome to all of you Blue Peter Prize winners today who are with us.
On board and time to relax with the celebs.
Right, Stuart, come on, show me what you've done to get on this fantastic trip.
Well, I wrote a poem about my feelings why England should have the 2006 World Cup.
Good man. Stuart, that is brilliant. And I'm not surprised you won, I'm not surprised you won.
What did you think about the idea of doing the presentation videos for FIFA involving the winners?
Well, I was really pleased because whenever we've tried to do something for the FIFA delegates, we've always tried to think, well, let's do something really original. You know? And if they think that each individual young person has gone to the trouble to do the videos, they really will think that we are serious about our bid. And I think they'll be very, very impressed with it.
Where do you want me to sign it? Just on the bottom, yeah?
The highlight of the trip, getting to know Michael Owen. Nearly 2 hours in the company of the boy wonder. Tell me this, what's it like talking to Michael Owen?
It was wicked. It's just like my heart was skipping beats. Oh, it's wicked.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Has it made your day?
Yeah, definitely.
Made your year?
Yeah, definitely.
Your life?
Yes, I'll never forget this.
Oh, that's pretty good going.
It's a lifetime opportunity.
Definitely, definitely. Now, not many of you will remember this, but this isn't actually the first time that Michael Owen has appeared on Blue Peter. We first met him 4 years ago at the age of 15 when Stuart watched him playing for England's schoolboys.
Michael scored his second after 35 minutes. The second half opened with Michael Owen's third goal, his hat-trick, a proud moment.
Michael here, who has scored the hat-trick, and I've got a great pleasure to hand you over the ball from today's match. Well done.
Hey, there he was. Do you remember that day?
I do, yeah.
Fond memories, hey? Well, obviously, since then, you've come on a long way, and everyone knows who you are. The whole world knows who you are. So it's my total privilege to award you this. It's not the World Cup, but it's just as good. The gold Blue Peter badge. So I'll just pin it on for you.
thanks very much for this. I've still got the one at home that you're wearing now, and it's great to get a brand new gold one, so very proud to have it. Thanks very much.
And who knows, it might bring the beard a bit of luck. What do you reckon?
Let's hope so. I think we need all the luck we can get, so let's hope it does.
Yeah, too right. It would be brilliant to have the 2006 World Cup tournament here, but that decision is up to FIFA. Our winners formed a welcoming party at FIFA House.
Well, here goes. Here they come.
Well done. Well done. Excellent. Thank you very much. What a great welcome that was.
It was now time to settle down to watch Michael Owen speaking on behalf of us all.
There are many things I could say about the England bid, but the one thing that has pleased me most is the emphasis put on the young people, the future of football.
Finally, the official bid photograph with FIFA President Sepp Blatter.
Well, what a day we've had. I have to say, it's just been amazing, hasn't it? Have you all had fun?
It was great. I just hope we get the World Cup.
I was really excited about meeting all the players on the plane and in Zurich.
The whole day's been really great, especially meeting Michael Owen. I remember this day for the rest of my life.
Aww.
I hope that all this hard work pays off and the World Cup will be held in England in 2006.
Well, we've done our best, and I reckon it's time for one final cheer for 2006. Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray! With fingers crossed.
One of our winners, Kate, wrote about a dream. Let's hope it comes true.
As I walk, I remember the day 7 years ago when I went to Zurich with 23 other children to tell FIFA all the reasons why we thought England should be awarded the 2006 World Cup.
Brilliant. They did so well, but it's out of our hands now, so we can only hope.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Well, it's all been happening this summer. The whole team went off down under to Australia, and including not only all of us, but our very favourite postie, Percy.
Oh,
Where is he?
Yes, well, that's the thing. On our way back from Australia, Percy just wasn't on the plane. So we assumed he was making his own way back flying, but no, because we actually got this postcard, and on the front it says, "Greetings from Bondi," and on the back it says, "Dear all, found love on Bondi Beach. Kylie, a kookaburra from Queensland. Surfs up dudes, mustache, love Percy." And then it says, "P.S. Give regards to new postman, Pony Express Pete."
Pony Express Pete?
Pony Express Pete. I think I've got an idea. Hey, complete with a bag on his saddle. Here
Mabel's
we go.
worried. Mabel's worried. Calm down, Mabel.
Don't worry, there we go.
Okay.
And it's brimming full of posts. There we go.
I'll take
Marvellous. You take the saddlebag.
Now then, let's see. The first one is from 10-year-old Neve, who is from Scunthorpe, and her brother Thomas. And it says that they actually met us in Sydney, and they've sent a photo of all of the team there, and there's Nev and Thomas at the front. And that's actually at Circular Quays, if I'm not mistaken, because we remember it well. So thanks for that, Neve. And we've also had a great picture, another Australia picture, and this one's from Ailey Kendrick, and she's drawn a picture of Sydney, and there you can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and at the bottom there's the Opera House, and the sun is shining. So thanks so much for that one.
Very nice, very nice. Now, talking of the sun, the other big Blue Peter event this summer was, of course, the Eclipse. Now, we showed people how to make an Eclipse viewer, and I've had a letter here from 9-year-old Andrew Goff, and it shows the picture of him with his viewer in action. Can you see it just there? There he is in his garden, standing there very nicely, and he's got his viewer just over there. Well done. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Good one.
Excellent. Right, Pete, come on in, come on in.
Come on, Pete.
Come on, Pete, there we are. You take away that empty saddlebag. There you go, mate.
See you later.
Whoa. See you.
Whoa.
Now then, Pete will be making regular mail drops for us, and we're very lucky because Peter comes from a very proud, honourable family.
Oh, yes, he does. Way back in the middle of the 13th century, Pete's ancestors played a vital role, helping the mighty military general Genghis Khan build his empire.
I am in charge of almost a third of this earth, thanks to the help of my trusty messengers on horseback.
It was a bit like a Pony Express network. The messengers wore large tags identifying them as members of the Imperial Communications System.
It's our job to carry vital messages across the length and breadth of the grasslands and deserts of Asia so that Genghis Khan keeps in touch with his empire. Urgent message, sir!
Post stations provided food, shelter and fresh horses. The express couriers wore bells to signal their approach, and fresh horses were saddled up.
I'm coming! Watch out!
Sometimes the riders changed horses at full gallop. There were reports of Genghis Khan's riders covering 300 miles in a day.
Whoa!
500 years later in the United States, trouble was brewing. After the discovery of gold in California, a frenzy of prospectors stampeded into the area by land and by sea.
There's gold in them there hills. Morning, Miss Telegram Operator.
Why, morning.
Well, I'm heading off out west in search of gold. Can you send this telegram to my cousin Bud? Tell him I'm on my way.
I'm sorry, but the telegraph system hasn't reached there yet. People are moving way out west, and we just can't build them the poles and wires quick enough, sir.
And guess who came to the rescue? Pete's relatives.
The famous Pony Express started its service on April the 3rd, 1860.
Godspeed, you son.
The fastest delivery in the West.
The Pony Express continued to be a trusty and speedy way to deliver mail until 1861, when Civil War swept America. Yes, and back here in Britain, Pete will be carrying on that famous family tradition.
Oh, yes, certainly will. But now, it's Friday, and I reckon we should get into a bit of a party mood, something for the weekend.
Woo! Beat me home. There we go. Give me one of them.
Sort of. Kind of, but we're not quite getting there yet. But you know what? I do have an idea.
Yeah.
I know some people who know about throwing parties. Oh, yes.
Who would they be?
Not any old parties, S-Club parties. Here they are.
Excellent.
S-Club 7.
Yes, sir. Get down tonight. Come on. Yeah. Get down tonight. Everybody
Get down tonight, yeah.
Club 7 and guys, do not go away because it is time for the first time this series in our spanking new look set. It is time for the Friday challenge.
Here we are, just park her up.
And today's challenge is, of course...
Bathroom challenge!
Yes, it is the bathroom challenge indeed, or more accurately, in honour of our guests, the Lucky 7 bathroom challenge. So let's take a look at our trophy trolley. Now, the contestants will be competing for this absolutely marvellous golden loo. Can you see it just there? And there's an added bit of tension this series because the winning Blue Peter presenter will get one of these very nice golden balls. And each week we'll all get a chance to compete for a golden ball. If you happen to win it, it will go down one of the golden gauges. So if this week Matt wins it, it will go down Matt's tube just there. So you'll be able to monitor throughout the series how we're getting on. Now, the trophy trolley can go over there because it is time to play. So let's meet the teams. Hello. Connie, who's on your team?
I have got funky S-Clubber Bradley.
Very nice. And Matt, who's on your team?
Got Rachel with me.
That is splendid. Now, if the rest of S Club could please take your positions.
Yep.
Now, Hannah is going to be helping me with the judging, so teams, off you go. And the rest of S Club are going to be cheering everybody on. So, Hannah, could you please start the challenge?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go!
Now, it's a very simple challenge. The teams have to get 7 sponges into the basket. And Matt, oh, it's a dead heat already. And then what they have to do is to fish a duck out of the bathtub. And they have to get the duck with number 7 on it. And they have to pull the chain. And we have what must... Come round, everybody. Come round. If you just move over there, Bradley and Connie. Just move over there. If you all move along a bit, I have to say that has been the quickest Friday challenge in history. So if we could perhaps wheel the trophy cabinet in. Where is it gone? Hello? Where's our little trophy? In it comes. And I'm just lost for words because it went just too quickly. I'm now going to award the golden loo to the winning team, who was, of course, Connie and Bradley. Well done. Well done. Now, how do you feel? How do you feel, Bradley?
I feel absolutely
over the moon. Indeed. And Connie, this is your big moment because I'm now going to place your first golden ball of the series into your golden gauge. Here it goes. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Well done. That was the first Friday challenge of the series. There are lots more to come. I cannot wait until I get my first ball into my tube as well. Now, that's just about time for today, but thank you so much to S Club for coming in and also for getting involved in the quickest Friday challenge in history.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
Well, I'm going to go and do some training for Friday challenges then, because that wasn't very good at all,
Can I
was
just
it?
say, I'd like to thank my mum and my dad for that.
Yeah, stop that. Thank you.
Super duper. Right, well, I suppose we must tell you about what's happening on Monday's show. We're going to be kicking up the dust with Spain's hottest flamenco and dancer, Sarah Barras.
Woohoo! And also showing off their footwork will be a group of girls from Leeds who just happen to be world champion street soccer stars, as you do.
Yes, indeed. And if you fancy broadcasting to the nation on the eve of the new millennium, check out the details of our fantastic poetry competition.
Yep, that is all on Monday, so we shall see you then. Until then, bye!
Bye-bye.
See you now.
Shall we perhaps rerun the Friday challenge?
We should have a go.
I'm going to have a go. Slow it down a little bit, perhaps. Not quite, not quite so quick this time.
The whole lot.
Let me have a little go. I'm sure it's not that easy.
Classic. Cat in your life and the life in your cat.
Kellogg's new secret weapon is ready to fuse your favorite Kellogg cereal with milk in a bar. Introducing Udder the Cow and new Kellogg's cereal and milk bars, the delicious, crunchy, crumbly snack. So when hunger hits, milk it.
At Sainsbury's, we've doubled our organic range. So as well as spicy lentil soup, we now have an organic baguette. As well as organic rice, we now have organic pork and sweet and sour sauce. And to our organic ice cream, we've just added an organic cherry pie. In fact, people buy more organic food from us than any other supermarket. Sainsbury's, making life taste better.
Look at the list of ingredients on your dry dog food. The main ingredient is often wheat or chicken meal. But the #1 ingredient in New Principle is chicken. Fresh chicken, and even more fresh chicken, makes Principle the dry dog food with the most fresh chicken you can buy. New Principle, the #1 ingredient is fresh chicken. Call 0800 564 636 for more information and a free sample while stocks last.
On the first wrong answer.